I'm going to tell you one last story about a guy called Koigi Wawamwere, and I get 2 points just pronouncing that name. But Koigi is from Kenya, and he's spent more time in jail he was arrested more times than anyone else in the history of that country for protesting against the dictatorship there of Daniel Arap Moi. And he told me the story. He said, one time after he criticized the Moi regime, he was on death row, facing the death penalty. And at that time, Ken Saro-Wiwa, who won the Nobel Prize for Literature, was in Nigeria. And he too had criticized the government of Nigeria, and he too was put on death row. And he said, when they executed Ken Saro-Wiwa, there was such outrage from the grassroots level in the international community that demanded their leadership take a stand. And that leadership then took a stand against Nigeria. And he said, as a result, it made it politically impossible to execute me in Kenya. And he said, you know, you in the West are so important to our countries. Nobody in Kenya believes you don't read the paper every day. Nobody here believes that you don't know what's going on in Kenya. What we believe, what the average person believes, is you agree with the dictator. So when you care about human rights, when you don't care about human rights, it harms all of us. But when you do care, when you do stand up because Ken Saro-Wiwa is executed, it creates a ripple effect and brings freedom to people in countries you don't know, whose names you can't even pronounce. And so I think we have an extra burden on all of us. It's important to expose the abuses of human rights, and it's important to engage the international community from the grassroots up. And that is what Speak Truth to Power is all about. We tell the stories of the champions of justice, and we engage the wider public in the struggle for human rights. But here on Earth, people like these are living, breathing human beings in our midst, and their determination and valor and commitment in the face of overwhelming danger challenges each of us to take up the torch for a more decent society and speak truth to power. Today, we are blessed by the presence of certain people who are gifts from God, and they are teachers who show us not how to be saints, but how to be fully human. Thank you very much.